Hello, hello. We are back with more Elysian Road. Going into part 2 here. So, I think what we do is we pick up with Till. Till, you've been spending the day fencing off the Imperium goods, and you've just finished that kind of situation, and I think you've realized that you haven't heard anything from any of the other crew members for a while now. What do you do?
Trust that they are all adults and can handle themselves. Oh wait, literally none of that is.
They are literally not adults, but yeah.
They're not adults, and they cannot seem to handle themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he goes back to the ship to check on people.
Yeah, and there's no one there.
I mean, like, at the comm panel.
Right.
You know, looking at what is.
Yeah, so
that's for where they're at, and
you guys have a pretty good system set up, right? Like you can open up HUD feeds and live cam feeds and all that stuff, right? Who would you what would you try to do exactly?
Could I have thought ahead and turned that off?
Oh no, I'm sure that Evelyn and Fergus could have just turned theirs off if they wanted to. Yeah.
Okay.
If they wanted to.
Yeah, I definitely would have turned mine off. Especially with how nosy Evelyn has been in the past, I feel like she would have thought of that.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Dylan, would you want to make a luck save for me real quick? Just to see if your captors would have thought to do anything like that. That'd
no.
fail.
So
yeah, I mean, if you try to get hook into any of the feeds, nothing happens. They're all cut off from the network, literally all of them.
I feel like what's her face should get to roll a luck save as well.
Ziva.
Ziva, yeah.
I mean, no. I think if Dylan failed hers, there's no reason why they wouldn't have done it to all three.
Oh great! Oh great! They went and got themselves in trouble again. Was there anybody with me, or was it just me?
What'd you say?
No, because Ode was with Dylan.
It was just you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
I'll go turn off their feeds. Tell, we don't want you watching us. Tell. That's weird. I mean, sure. I'm not spying. I'm trying to make sure you're safe. No,
So you see
not
Till
safe.
talking to himself in the cockpit.
Pretty much. They're probably not safe. And was I around when groups decided to go their own ways, right?
Yeah, I think everybody would have at least touched base on the basics
Right.
of what they were doing that day.
Okay. And they all went their own ways. Okay. I think I'm gonna send out my surveillance drone.
Yeah.
Nice.
The place where Ode and the place where Ode and Dylan took Ziva. Because
Okay.
he does know about that, right? They mentioned names and stuff, right? Or no?
I don't know. I feel like Ode wouldn't have mentioned anything to you. Dylan, would you have mentioned something?
I probably didn't know a name.
That's how much trust we put in Ode's poor rollings.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Circles roll or
probably
whatever.
I probably thought he found someone more credible, but
It's Ode we're talking about.
well, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Dylan's still a teenager too, so. But yeah, so you could. I mean, I think you maybe got the basics that they were going shopping or something, and then maybe we're gonna stop
Okay.
at someone to see about
Yeah,
something. You
Dylan
can't
probably
remember.
gave you a few store names, but that's all you have.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could start there, I guess.
Josh, tell me if and when you go into the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so do you want to, I don't know, start the surveillance with those, like, in the marketplace, basically?
Yeah. I think he'll just send out the drone to look for him in the marketplace. And
Okay, yeah.
I think he would need to have gone through the kitchen to get to the cockpit in the first place. So yeah, he's gone through the kitchen.
Yeah, Fergus, what does he see when he looked at the kitchen?
You see a hastily written note on the fridge, like, held up.
Yeah, so maybe you don't notice this until the second time you go through when you go to get your drone, right? You've gone to the cockpit and then you come back to go get your drone and then you see something on the refrigerator.
What is it, Fergus?
Oh, there's a hastily like written in like crayon note like magneted to the fridge.
That's not sketchy at all.
It
What's it say?
says, yo, Evelyn ran away from home. Going to save her. We're probably gonna steal a spaceship and yeet on some haters, so
Oh no.
probably won't be home in time for dinner. Love, Fergus.
Step 1. Go to Space Google and define yeet. Step 2. Suspend Fergus's access to the ship's network, contingent on him returning home safely. He's not getting any more internet until he... Well, I don't know.
Do you think
Until the
do you
next
think that's going to stop
for the
Fergus?
next century. No, probably not, but Till might be willing to put up with no Wi-Fi at all if it means grounding
Yeah.
Fergus. He's just mad right now.
No.
He's not sure what he's going to do to Evelyn, but he's going to do something. Let's see.
You also notice the Hephaestus engine is gone.
I mean, did anyone know about where you hid the Hephaestus engine, though?
I made a fix roll on it last time, didn't I?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess it was more
we're building
public
it together.
than I thought. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, so stealing a ship. All right, I'm going to send my surveillance drone to the goodness. This is Midas we're talking about.
I know.
This is literally a city planet.
Yeah.
Would you ever even suspect that we're going for like the Midas capital flagship
Yeah.
of the entire
It's
planet?
Fergus. He just
Yeah.
might.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that would be what a luck save to figure out if he picks the right place to send it. He's just gonna pick a shipyard and send it there.
Oh, you're gonna pick a shipyard and send it there. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it is a look save then. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So Till your
Yes.
drone just like
Nice.
starts heading out, and you end up going to that exact shipyard. So I think we cut over back to Dylan, and Dylan, you are like in handcuffs now, and I think you've been. I think what happens is we see a hover car, just like this gray hover car, just like hovering down the street, and then pulls into some dinky little warehouse, like in the middle of nowhere, and then the back opens and these security officers drag you, Ziva, and Ode with hoods over your heads, like into this like abandoned warehouse, and we get the shot of you guys getting like put in the middle of this warehouse, and I think Ode is taken off somewhere else, Ziva is taken off somewhere else, and all we see is Dylan, with his hood over her head, and she's like being dragged around, and then suddenly she's in a room, and she, the hood gets taken off her head, and you're like, you open your eyes and like you're blinded for a second because of the bright light in your face, and you're in some sort of weird like interrogation room, like makeshift interrogation room, with like table in front of you. You're sitting in a chair. There's bright lights shining in your face. It's like those like really bright like bank of LED lights that are just like shining in your face. And Chloe is walking in. The door hisses open, and she walks in with like a clipboard, like a tablet clipboard. It looks like a clipboard, but it's like this long tablet. And she kind of sits down across from you, folds her hands in front of her, just kind of like sets them on the table. So, Dylan, sweetie. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
She doesn't say anything.
So we're going to play the strong silent type, I see. What has it been? A month? 2 months? Something like that. It's actually not a long time when you think about it. Have you just been wandering around the Silas system? I was curious how you got away from me for so long. I lost track of the Void's Grace a while back. But your friend Ode, well, he just had to message a certain MES testing specialist that I've been friends with for quite some time. And that's when I knew I had you. So there's a problem that I have, Dylan. You see, Castro Pharmaceutical Service is under the sway of some very, very important individuals with incredibly ambitious agendas. And we were carrying a really important piece of cargo. It seems to have gone missing. Would you happen to know anything about that? So Dylan, I mean, like, the first thing you think of is like, oh, technically stole some of the adrenaline that was like on board.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just kind of like, I have no idea what you're talking about. If I remember correctly, the last time we met, my team and I saved your life from a band of pirates. Why would I have anything to steal from you?
Yeah. Back then, I assumed that was the case too, but now I'm not so sure. You didn't have to be working with the pirates, did you? That would have made.
Why would we do that?
Because you stole my cargo, Dylan.
I didn't steal anything from you.
It's not good enough. Listen, what I said before about lives, taking them, I was serious about that. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill you or Ode or that little girl you seem to have dragged along into this mess. But there is something much bigger happening here, and I can't control it. You have to understand that. And if it comes down to you or the cause that I serve, you're gonna have to die, Dylan. Why did you take it?
Evelyn never finds out about this. This woman is gonna die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the woman who like lectured you about killing someone.
Yeah.
Oh my
and then
goodness!
Dylan defended
Yeah.
her.
That's that woman, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the one I could have killed at the very beginning of the RPG. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna kill everyone from now on. All these soldiers we just hired, dead. just kidding. Just probably.
Yeah, no, Dylan's just like, you're gonna have to tell me what it is if you want me to actually know what you're talking about.
Mayo.
Don't play coy with me, Dylan.
It's not coy, it's clueless.
Apparently. Well, maybe Ode will know more. Maybe I'll just torture him. How would you like that, Dylan?
Leave them alone.
Are you going to tell me? You to tell me where you hid it?
I don't know what to tell you.
There's eyes and ears everywhere, Dylan. I don't want information leaking to just anyone. I'm trying to be discreet right now because I'm under a lot of pressure. There are cameras everywhere on Midas. There are microphones in places you wouldn't even begin to look. And this is incredibly secretive information. My team is scouring the place right now, trying to find if there's any bugs, but I can't be sure we won't be heard until they finish. So I'm going to keep being a little vague until they do.
So you're threatening to kill me because you're scared for your own life.
I'm not scared for my life, Dylan. I've never been scared for my life. I'm scared for the lives of everyone in this sector.
Is that some sort of threat?
She stands up. What do you know about
Yeah, honestly, that's probably what she says. She's like, is that
What?
a threat?
Yeah, she just kind of like paces for a little bit and kind of like, and then finally looks back at you and she says, what do you know about MES, Dylan?
Hardly anything. And today kind of confused me a bit more on what I thought I knew.
You're... we want to make a talk roll, Dylan, to convince this woman that you don't know what she's like talking about. Because she's under the impression that you're like trying to play coy and you're like keeping this under the radar, but you could convince her that you actually don't know what she's talking about. So plus charisma. Oof. So
Come on.
yeah. I think she just shakes her head. You stole it for yourself, didn't you? You and that's why you were going to... How dare you? How dare you? That was going to be something important. A couple of teenagers just steal it for themselves. What an irony this world has become. I thought this was all going to be over when the Imperium destroyed the gaming circuit. All right, Dylan. Tasura Tuwala, the MES testing specialist. He tested you, remember? And the readings were off the chart. Well, that's connected to what I'm... She kind of like looks around as if looking for hidden cameras again. Talking about here. Am I jogging your memory yet?
I still don't know what you're talking about.
All right, well, I'm going to be back. If you hear screams, it's probably just Ode. She starts walking out.
Dylan's just screaming at her.
Yeah.
Like don't hurt them.
And then she stops at the door, turns around. I wish I didn't have to, Dylan. But sometimes sacrifices have to be made. And we don't always get to choose what that sacrifice will be. Sometimes it's your own morality. And then the door closes. Yeah, and I think we cut away back to Evelyn and Fergus. So, what are you guys doing? You're gonna try to steal a fleet cruiser, I hear?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We
Okay.
wake up at the butt crack of dawn.
Uh,
Oh boy.
uh, your words hurt me, Jay.
They usually do, yeah.
Okay.
So how is this going down?
Very carefully.
I mean, we gotta sneak on.
Yeah. Okay, so so we do some research. I'm going to reset my effort. We do some research. Are there people going to be on the ship now? Like maybe doing repairs or doing some sort of like checkup or something, or is it going to be empty?
I mean, it's not going to be completely empty.
I mean, maybe completely empty of people.
Make a luck save.
Lit.
Can I make the luck save?
What luck is it at? V10?
Mine's at 9.
I think this is.
Oh yeah.
I think this is Evelyn's luck because she's the leader.
God. Oh, you can do alternate outcome though. Alternate outcome.
Do you want to?
Yeah, we're resetting the points at the end of this night.
True.
You still got 2 left.
Yeah. Alternate outcome.
You change the tide of luck with your psychic ability.
Yes.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Woo!
So I think
First time that's the first time I've succeeded to save this entire campaign.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't think of another time I succeeded any other save.
So I think this luck save means that you've come across a time where I mean the fleet cruiser is undergoing maintenance. It happens to be docked, and it's like one of those like you find an interval of time there that it should be relatively like not what's the word I'm looking for, relatively unmanned, where like the least.
Come on, I succeeded a luck save. It's Veterans Day. Everybody's off the ship in honor of the people who died on it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there could be a holiday. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Where it's like some sort of like special thing.
Yeah.
Where you just happen to do this at the right time.
Yes.
Okay, Fergus, do you want to make a program roll to kind of get some information about the ship, the schematics, the shipyard, ways that you might be able to get in, that sort of stuff?
Boosh.
Okay, yeah. I think you kind of map out a good route. You should be able to, if you hire or actually you probably, I mean, with the 150 people that you have working for you, one of them probably
We all
has a
dress up as
shuttle.
maintenance people.
I mean, you might be able to get away with that. But so I think it's like with a shuttle that one of your people has access to, you should be able to like kind of get on there with a strike team, get to a lower level of the shipyard, and then there's a direct route you could take, kind of like through some lesser used service access tunnels, to get basically as close to the ship as possible in a pretty short amount of time with very little risk. Once you get on the ship, that's where things get trickier because the ship has automated defenses.
You just made that easier for me.
Right. I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of people on it. There will most likely still be some. But yeah, for the most part, it has automated defenses that.
No. It's a holiday. They are off it because it's
not
And
everywhere.
they're not going to
do it.
attack maintenance workers.
Yeah. There are a couple of maintenance workers, but like largely security is absent except for the automated defenses.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think the corp that handles security for Midas is called let's find a good name for them. Oh, I thank you, sir. My pizza has arrived.
What? You ordered a whole pizza for yourself?
Dad had like a special that he no tip.
I'll take a couple of pieces.
We'll see.
Huh?
Let's see.
Huh?
I need a good name for this. Man, these are all dumb names.
Yeah. Pizza?
No.
Pizza.
I think the company is called Triumph. Triumph Security. The Triumph Security Corp. And Triumph is... They're stylized generally as a like tough veterans. Like they hire like experienced like soldiers from across the galaxy. That's kind of their shtick. I think their tagline is like experience. Like there's probably three words. It's like experience.
Tranquility.
No.
That was for Josh.
Experience, security, triumph. Basically, that's their kind of like tagline. Yeah, they're having a holiday. Yeah, Veterans Day sort of a thing.
Are they all drunk?
No, I mean they're not here. Is the thing. They wouldn't be on the shipyard. They're like in the Triumph security headquarters, basically having like some sort of ball, like big old fancy party.
And they're drunk.
Maybe, I'm sure some of them. But yeah, so yeah, the main hurdles that you need to get past are the automated defenses, the maintenance workers that are still going to be on the ship, figuring out how to get like the amount of people that you would need to run the ship secretly, and then getting it off world. That's the main part that's going to be really difficult, because like this is literally, you're trying to literally like sneak it off world when that's not going to be even possible. Like there's going to be so many like strike fighters that are just going to immediately just be like, stop,
okay.
What are you doing? And then just surround
Then we
you.
turn ourselves into the Imperium, say, hey, we're going to surrender ourselves right here with the Hephaestus engine. And then we're going to tell the, we're going to send an ominous tip about the Imperium invading at this specific location.
I mean,
And
like,
we're just going to put them against each other now.
well, the thing, the Imperium has like clearance to like come to Midas, like on various like diplomatic and commercial envoys, but like, but I mean, I guess the frigate is military class, but they could still get clearance if they just talk to the people.
Yeah.
Right. But
what you would have to probably do is like forge some sort of official like alert system. Or not forge, but like hack some sort of official alert system.
Oh, well, that's,
and like,
that's easy.
Like literally send the city into like emergency, like lockdown or
I
whatever.
like that.
And then when if you made a big deal about like, you know, the Imperium ship coming, then you could be like, oh, that's what's happening. That's why that triggered.
Jared?
I mean, I feel, wouldn't that just draw more fighters out before we're ready? We don't want to do that until like afterwards.
Right, but if the capital ship lifts off, it might not be as suspicious.
Yeah.
I mean, it would still be ridiculous, but like people wouldn't start like firing at it.
We'll get on the ship.
Yeah, we need to get on the ship and then do that.
And then when we lift off to go to war and then just fly away, it won't be weird. Dude, that'd be awesome.
I mean, yeah, you might be able to get away in the chaos of the lockdown.
Yeah.
So to get onto the ship, Fergus looks up the company that Midas goes through to, you know, like do all their ship maintenance, and he finds like the head honcho guy, and then he shapeshifts into him, of like the maintenance company.
Okay. Make a program roll.
All right.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, for sure.
It's not really hard to Google
Yeah, but like
a company.
finding a good shot of the guy, like where you could like figure out his exact measurements, like to
And his voice. Yeah. Okay. found a video of his like inaugural
Exactly.
address.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I bring all of our strike team guys dressed up in worker outfits.
Okay, I mean that's another role though too. To get that,
Everyone
I would
dressing
think.
up?
Yeah, like getting the uniforms.
Getting the uniforms. Okay.
So let's see, what role would that be?
That's not one I want to make.
I feel like that would be a trade, like black market contact, like to like buy these uniforms in the black market.
We have someone to do that for us.
Yeah, I would assume that someone in your group could do that.
Please, I hope so.
Let's I'll make a roll for them.
I want to add talk to the roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll talk.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I have to do that.
Yeah, this isn't Bernie Will. You can't just fork it.
Oof.
Yeah, just enough
I
for a
got
plus
one.
one. Yep. Yeah, just enough for a plus one. All right. Yep. They acquire the uniforms, no problem. So we see a montage of them like going through the black market channels and getting these uniforms. And then yeah, you guys get onto the shuttle, in all these uniforms as the maintenance people. Evelyn, I assume you're here too.
Oh yeah. I would like to buy a weapon though before all of this happens. I was looking at the weapons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Buy
Buy a higher weapon than you have.
Yeah. Could I buy a TL5 weapon on this planet?
No, you cannot.
Crap.
TL4 is highest.
Welp. Range 50 to 100 isn't great, is it?
I mean,
It's
not
fine.
horrible. And they're probably going to have just about all of this on the ship anyway.
Well, yeah, but I want to be able to have a weapon to get on the ship with,
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
just in case. Because I literally have a laser pistol still.
Yeah.
So a laser rifle, yeah, a mag rifle is what I want, I think.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I feel like that's, yeah, I feel like a mag rifle. So that's 500 credits.
That's cheap.
Sure.
Jared, will you make a talk roll for me to buy this weapon?
They'd be trade, but yeah.
Trade.
I can't trade.
Oh. So I should probably just buy it then.
I
shouldn't
love that dichotomy, or not dichotomy. I love that like contrast of Fergus, like he's really good at talking to people in one-on-one situations or whatever, but like when it comes to business, he just can't. He just
I
doesn't
don't
know.
The thing is, Fergus doesn't know the price or how economy works.
Right.
You're spoiled rich. He's just like, yeah, just throw money at it. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, so I bought a mag rifle then.
Bless you, Josh.
Um,
Bless you.
Caleb, you do remember that I did pay them last session as well, right?
How much did you pay them?
I don't remember. I took it off. I know that.
Okay, sure.
I don't remember how much I paid them though. So I just in terms of story, since we just paid them a bunch extra too.
Mhm.
Just making sure you remembered that I did pay them.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, right? Like I think at this point, like that, so this is an interesting question. Who's getting the money, the other money? Because you obviously have to be giving the rest of the revolutionaries that joined you money as well. But who gets the money and who gets the ship? All of them? Like do they all
Yes.
have to split it?
I think so.
Okay.
I
So
feel like that
you
was a part of the deal.
You may just create another like or a faction in the game if you actually let them do this.
Yeah, I feel
Pirates.
like this is the faction. I feel like they're like, hey, if you guys want to do this, you guys are gonna have to work together, and you guys get the rewards together. Can you do that? I feel like that was the.
Sure. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. As long as I know they're okay with that, like they don't seem wary.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay.
Yep.
It's just that you don't.
They
don't
were
randomly-
loosely affiliated anyway, so
Okay. All right. I just don't want it to be a thing of like, well, later you're like, oh, they are really mad about this.
there will
and I
definitely
did no
be
idea.
like push and pull in the politics of it, like who's
Right,
in charge.
but they're gonna
like,
work together.
They'll work together. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I think.
It will
at
probably end up being where like there'll be 3 people in charge, one from each of the
least. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
revolutionary groups. Yeah.
I'm fine as long as I'm above all of them.
Yeah.
So you kind
As
of
long as I'm above all of them, that's fine.
Yep.
And if any of them step out of line, I'll just kill them.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys, we see the shuttle land in at dawn in this lower level. You guys just like get out and start going through the service tunnels. Okay. Yeah. So we just see you guys go through the service tunnels, go through up to, and then you get to the ship itself. So let's name this ship, shall we? I mean, you guys might end up renaming it, but
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
but just to know what the name.
I've learned that whenever we get something extremely, extremely expensive, pawn it off and get whatever you can out of it right away, because Caleb will take it away. It will.
This is the SNS Exarch.
XNX Exarch.
No, the SNS
Oh,
Exarch.
X. Yeah, I get it.
SNS Exarch.
I like it. It's fancy.
Yeah. So you're standing next to the SNS Exarch. How are you? I mean, as soon as you step onto this, there's going to be alarms, automated defense systems. Like, how are you dealing with those?
I mean, I talked to the maintenance guys inside. I'd be like, "Hey, it's me, Pablo. I'm here. Go enjoy the holiday. I'm here to relieve you guys.
Oh my goodness.
First shift will take the rest. You guys go drink and be merry."
So what you're trying to do here is pretend that you are the CEO of the maintenance corp, and
No,
basically,
not the CEO, like the head.
the manager guy of this project, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you're basically, it's like the manager of it comes to the workers and is like, hey, listen, like they're also, the veterans are getting a holiday for this anyway. How about you guys take a holiday too, and I'll take up the slack. I mean, they would be very, very hopeful that would happen anyway. So I feel like that's not going to be very difficult to pull off. So basically, you just go straight up to like the front of the like where you would enter, and just like start walking on. So I think like the maintenance guy who's kind of like just at the entrance, right?
Mhm.
He's like, boss, what are you doing here?
Hey, man, it's a holiday. You guys go enjoy yourself. Me and the rest of first shift will take up the slack for you.
That's, are you sure, sir?
Yeah, man. You gotta enjoy the holidays. It's only once a year.
I don't know what to say. Are we still getting holiday pay?
Yeah, holiday overtime.
Holiday overtime. Don't push your luck, buddy.
Oh, dude, I got holiday overtime today and yesterday.
Oh, hey,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, that's a thing. Dude, unions are the best, man. even though they're not.
Private unions are pretty good.
They're great for me.
Yeah. So I think he's just like, I don't know what to say. Okay, I'll go get the boys, I guess. Thank you so much, sir.
Forget about it.
Listen, if you ever need me to work a double shift, you just say the word, all right?
Oh,
Be sure to
we'll
keep
make
that
sure
in
you
mind.
work your double shift, all right.
Evelyn,
No,
you
she
don't have
doesn't
leadership
say
skill.
that.
You don't have the talk skill.
Yeah, obviously she doesn't say that.
Yeah.
My goodness.
No, I assumed you weren't. So yeah, we see like the maintenance workers just start to get off, and I think like you hear a couple of them say like, "Oh man, I just really like our manager. He's such a down to earth guy. Like, he like most managers would just be like up on top and never even talk to you, but like, man, it's so nice." And I think what happens though
And
is
then I think the other guy is like, has he talked to you before? Nah, man, this is my first time.
right, yeah. But I think what happens is, as the Fergus, I want you to make a luck save.
Oh boy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
so they luckily don't pay enough attention to the shift changes, who's in the shift changes, to like care that they don't recognize any of the people like in your party, like pretending to be the next shift. So they all just like leave and go off to enjoy their holiday, and then they'll probably get fired from their jobs after this. So good job, guys. You now you're entering the ship, and like you see, right, like as you enter the ship, and like you get like the face scan, right? It's like, you know, whoever this guy's name is, like, welcome, you know, and just you being here, anyone else who's coming on the ship like just gets access, like it just kind of opens for you, and the automated defenses don't activate or anything like that. So you guys get in.
Oh my goodness. That's so easy. That's crazy.
What do you guys do?
I mean, we go in.
Yeah, okay.
Time
All
for
right.
the next phase of the plan.
Okay, yes, we go in, and I just kind of turn to everybody, and I'm like, "Are you guys with us?" Like kind of a thing of like, you guys have seen what we can do now. We're about to walk on this ship. Are you all in? Kind of a thing. And this could this be a lead roll?
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of pump them up.
Yeah, to inspire confidence.
Don't roll the one.
Obviously not. Can I use intelligence for the fact that our minds are the ones that came up with this plan, and that's what we're using?
No, I think in this moment this has to be a charisma, but I'll give you a +1 for having pulled that off.
I mean, I'm not really being charismatic with what I'm saying. This is intelligent, psychological. I'm like, look, this is what I have proven to you.
Right, but I mean, like, you can do something like that, but if you want to inspire confidence in people, like, you have to roll charisma. Like, you can't intelligence inspire people.
All right. 10. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I think they kind of like look at each other and just like, all right. Like, yeah, they seem pretty on board with this. And I think what we get is we suddenly cut back to the workers as they're kind of like making their way like to like taxis and stuff to like go back home, and I think we see a familiar surveillance drone just like, you know, like going around. Yeah, Till, do you want to make a luck save for me?
Please fail it.
I mean, I've already turned off the automated defense systems, if that's
Rather
what you're
not
thinking.
fail it, thanks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Holy crap.
So
That's
basically-
the best save roll we've seen.
So what happens, Till?
5 luck saves.
Yeah.
Oh, go.
So what happens is the surveillance drone, like, you know, comes into range of these workers until, yeah, you're on the other end and you're like watching this cam, this vid feed, and you see, yeah, these workers, like maintenance workers, like leaving, and you hear them talking through the surveillance drone. And they're saying similar things, right? Like, oh man, I can't believe that the boss would let us go that early. Like, and on a project that big, that's crazy. So yeah, just get snippets of that conversation.
Something's not right here.
Mm-hmm.
Am I seeing where are they just coming out of the shipyard, or can I see which ship they're coming off of?
Make a notice roll.
Okay. And
I think you notice the general direction, but there's like several ships that they could have been coming from.
okay.
It wouldn't be that hard. It's like the biggest ship on the planet.
Right, but
I'm
so-
gonna pick the smallest, most manageable ship in the shipyard.
Mm-hmm.
The one that looks like could be the most practical choice.
Sure, yeah. So you see like
Kind
a
of
yeah,
scope in
smaller
on
like
and see
frigate.
If I can
Yeah.
tell if there are people on board.
Yeah, it seems like there's like I think all of these ships are getting maintenance on them, so like it's same. You look and get a read on it, and maybe even just like do a quick search, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, this maintenance core, the same maintenance core that I just saw people of, is working that ship.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you figure that you realize that they're working all of the ships in this like sector here.
Okay. Is anyone under the? Is anyone happen to be working like on the the control consoles in the cockpit of this one? Like,
Sure,
there would be
yeah.
hot wiring it or something?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'm going to tag that particular ship's info into my database.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a Triumph.
Probably the wrong ship, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because I'm going after whatever's the most practical, which is probably
yes,
not
it's
right.
definitely the wrong ship. It's a frigate named the it's a Triumph security frigate, yeah, it doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary is happening. There's just routine maintenance happening on it right now. You don't see any general disturbance happening.
Okay. I guess I'll just do a quick check of the other ships to see if there's anything extra going on, since this one seems a little quiet.
Yeah, and I think I mean, would you work up to the capital ship as the last one?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Being the least practical.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
think I'll
right?
just give it a cursory glance, like, why not check this one too?
So we get the same sort of thing, right? You check all the other like smaller frigates around and nothing, like, and then maybe like Till starts to be like, no,
He wouldn't.
no,
Wait.
what?
It's Fergus. He probably would.
And yeah, you check the ship, and it's about that time, Fergus. What's the next stage of that plan looking like?
So we're sending the message to the Imperium, right?
Okay, yeah. So I think it's basically that exact moment, Till, when you realize you're like, wait a second,
Oh,
no, they probably did that, didn't they? And then Fergus, I'm gonna make that roll, a program roll to hack the planet.
No.
I didn't hear what you said. What, Josh?
Okay, Sombra.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep.
Hack the planet.
So suddenly every screen on the entire planet starts like beeping, and
So it's like the Amber Alert.
yeah, exactly. It's like an Amber Alert that just gets sent out, and it's like, like Class C emergency, incoming, hostile vessels, and then that just keeps repeating.
Oh my goodness, this is
Oh,
insane.
Greek cuss words.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's the point where we cut back to Dylan.
Oh my goodness, this is literally insane.
Yeah. So Dylan, you've been here for a while, and I think you haven't heard screams like you thought you would. It's been eerily quiet. And then suddenly you hear muffled right from the other room, like, emergency, like that same thing.
Oh,
But you can't really tell like what's going on. But I think you hear some like great cursing, very familiar to you, but it's obviously not Till. And then a couple of like conversations happening outside.
Oh, is it the lady from the pharmaceutical service?
Yeah.
A woman after Till's own heart.
Yeah, remember you guys are having a conversation about opera last time you saw her.
I'm assuming they disarmed me. So I don't have.
No, you could
My
attempt
son's
to
sword.
escape, but yeah, you're in like high tech handcuffs right now in a sealed room.
Yeah.
But you, yeah. I don't know if you would try something or if you would just like wait it out.
I mean, yeah, she probably tries.
Okay, yeah. What
But I
would
don't
you
know.
want to attempt? Let's take a look at what you have on your sheet. You can punch things still.
I can just try to hit the handcuffs really hard against the
It's
floor
true,
or
yeah.
something.
You could just try to like break them. It would be incredibly difficult, but you could certainly attempt it.
Yeah.
You have heal. You have fix. Honestly, fix might be relevant.
That's what I was thinking. Use fix to break them.
Yeah, try to like fiddle
Get 'em
with the
open.
handcuffs somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you wanna roll that? Let's do
Yeah.
fix with intelligence. Let's see difficulty 11.
Oof. Dang it.
Nope. Yeah, so we see Dylan kind of like fiddling with these and like trying to like maybe you see like a place where you might be able to like jam it or something, and you're like messing with it on the side of the table, like trying to like hit it in the right way where you think you might break and like come undone or something, and you just it's just not working. Nothing you're doing is having any effect. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. She probably just sits back down and like kind of accepts defeat.
Yeah. And I think the door slides open again, and then you hear more clearly, right, the Class C emergency report, right, as it were. And I guess it's actually Class C emergency report. Something like that. I don't know if I even got the right one. Whatever.
It sounded cool.
Thanks. And Chloe walks back in, right, as that sound kind of like blares from the other room. And she's like, so, have you had, and she seems a little stressed. Have you had time to think about what I said?
Plenty. Still don't have anything to tell you.
Awesome. Well, I think I might have to start shooting people. Unfortunately, a friend Ode is a little bit out of commission, as it were. He's still spasming uncontrollably every once in a while. Totally out of it. None of that rings a bell? None of that sounds familiar? Where did you put my cargo, Dylan Calorie?
Look, I would tell you if I knew.
Do you have the rest of it? Did you and him use all of it?
If you're talking about some bloodshot that Ode took...
No, I don't care about the bloodshot. What? Are you serious? You think I'd care about that? I knew it was a mistake letting you sneak through that service tunnel, but I didn't realize that you would break into my highly classified cargo and take it for yourself. How did you do it, by the way?
She's just like, look, Chloe, I assure you, I care enough about my friends that if I knew what you were talking about, I would give you the information.
Make another talk roll. Charisma with a +1.
+1 modifier?
Yeah.
Okay.
She takes a deep breath and lets it out. Dang it. I believe you.
Finally.
Dang it, I believe you. So it was an accident. That's what it was, and just a freak accident. Fate is a cruel mistress. So, I am gonna have to kill you then. Tear it out of you.
What?
Might as well start with the boy. I'm sorry, Dylan. I think we're done talking. I might just have to start cutting now. And so there's a moment here, Dylan, where you see a chance where you're like, wait a second. I mean, I'm a fighter. I'm a trained fighter. I could just, like, attack her right now and then maybe,
I'm totally
choke her
gonna do
out or
that.
something. What do you want to try to do?
Like, knock her out. Just so she can't do anything for the meantime.
Right, so just, like, lunge and just, like, hit her against the side of the head so she just gets
Yeah.
knocked out. Okay, yeah, make a punch roll. As in like the skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With strength.
With strength, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go, Dylan. So we see Dylan be a complete boss warrior and just like lunge
like,
over the
jump
table.
over the table. And, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and describe it. Yeah.
Yeah, like she like puts her hands on the table. Actually, this is what she does. She like she puts her arms on the table and like swings her body around and kicks her in the face.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Just like superhuman like upper body strength. Just like yeah, kick her in the face, and she just like slams against the wall and just like slides unconscious.
Oof. Okay. The door's still open, right?
No, the door closed behind her, which is good because then the people outside didn't see this
Oh,
happen.
okay. Yeah. Is there anything? Do I need to make a roll to know if she has like the key to these handcuffs on her? Or do I just
make a
search
notice
her
roll?
and find
Yeah,
her?
so you're
Okay.
like kind of searching through, and this is more about timing than finding
Yeah.
it. With dexterity, I think, because this is just about quickness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just kind of fiddle with the stuff on her belt, and then just like, all right, cool, key. Then just like, yeah, and the handcuffs come off.
Yeah, and then I go over to the table and I put the handcuffs on her and
Yeah, of course.
attach them to the table.
Perfect. Yeah.
You should probably interrogate her.
I mean, I just knocked her out, so.
Yeah. So you can get out if you want.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. She takes the key with her and she leaves the room.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you just hit the door, and then you just step out, and then the door closes behind, and we just stay in the room, like the camera stays in the room, and we just start hearing, "Hey, what are you?" like that sort of stuff, and we cut away back to Evelyn and Fergus. So the alarm starts going off, the planet-wide emergency alert.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So are we
This is such
actually,
an eventful season finale.
Uh-huh.
so are we actually going to send a message to the Imperium?
Yeah, and it's up to you, but
Okay. Well, I put my my Imperium Uber armor on, and I transform into that one general. Except I make him look like tattered and like, beaten up and disheveled and all that. And I call Imperium headquarters.
So do you call the ship, because you still have the information for the ship itself? Okay.
Oh, what ship?
The frigate that was chasing you.
Oh, okay.
Which
Is that like
that's the
the
only
big
Imperium
bad?
ship that you know that's still in system.
Okay? Yeah, I'll call that one.
Okay. Yeah, the same minor officer that we saw earlier comes back on the screen, and he says, "Sir, is that you? What happened to you? Where are you?"
They have it.
They have what, sir? They have what?
The Hephaestus engine. Here on Midas.
How? I don't understand. We assumed you were dead or something. What happened?
The White Suns are working with the Midas government. They have the engine.
I don't understand. What is it? That's great news, sir. But
It's
I
not
thought you were
great they're
chasing-
going to use it against us.
no, I meant it's good that we know that, sir. I'm confused. You were on Zanlis and then you weren't.
Yell at him. Tell him to calm down.
I need you to calm down, soldier.
There you go.
I of course, sir.
Ask to speak to somebody who's higher up.
That's me. That's me.
That's Fergus. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's impersonating the highest. Unless there's like an
I
official
see.
ambassador on Midas, but
Well, no, I meant like ask to speak to somebody higher up than this dude.
I need you to call.
he's the highest person on the ship.
Oh wow, he needs to.
calm the crap down in situations like this. My goodness.
Well, he's very confused because you said, like, Fergus said as the guy, yeah, we'll be there in 30 minutes, and then they just never, like, showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
So they assumed him dead, and so,
Oh, yeah,
his
I
whole
forgot
thing.
about that.
yeah.
No, the Suns. They were on. Crap. Midas. Midas? No. What's the other?
Zanless.
Zanless. There's so many planets. By that I mean two.
We really
We've
haven't
only
been
been to 4.
Exactly. The White Sun. They were on Zanless. They kidnapped me, but I escaped and I stole a ship.
I'll make a talk roll. Try to convince them of this bull crap you're trying to pull.
Do I get +1 since I look exactly like their general?
No, that's what's making you available to make the roll in the first
Okay.
place.
Intelligence.
Yeah, so I think he just shakes his head and he's just like, okay, all right, sir, what do you want us to do? Come to Midas?
Call everyone.
What do you mean call everyone?
They have the engine.
Yes, I realize that. I thought this was still a covert operation.
Oh, is it?
You don't say that, do you?
I'm asking Caleb, like from what Fergus and everyone knows.
I mean, they weren't, like, making a huge military deal about it. Zanless is one thing, right? Like, storming Midas is a completely different thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll say that. Storming some backwater planet is nothing. This is Midas. We need
No, I
just
understand.
us isn't enough.
Of course, I understand that, sir, but am I hearing you right? Are we invading Midas?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. This is insane.
Sir, we don't have the manpower to pull that off. I'm sorry, sir. Are you in the right mind space to be able to be making an order like this?
He just
Oof.
questioned your orders. What you gonna do, boy?
So yeah,
Okay,
like
hold up. Should I do precog for this real quick?
Do what? What do you mean?
I don't know. To try to see what's gonna happen if he says yes.
Oh, you want to just see what happens if you actually go through with this?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do Oracle. Yeah, so the question is, what happens if we
Okay.
actually go through with this plan?
Yes.
How far can you look into the future?
3 months, I think.
3 months.
Oh, dang.
wow.
Wait, do you have a 3 in precog?
Yes. It's either 1 month or 3
Dang.
months. I'm pretty sure it's 3 months.
Well, I mean, the second, or oh yeah, I guess there's, you have a 3 in precog. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. let me
I'm trying to
double-check
look at the
this.
page too.
3 months. 3 months in the future. Yeah.
Yep. I thought.
I mean, it won't. I don't think it will cause the incredible chaos that you're thinking. Basically, what you see 3 months in the future, you see. I mean, you immediately see that this ship is just going to be shot to smithereens if they actually just come on to the planet. They're just going to be completely just demolished, and
The
then
Imperium?
the Imperium will the Imperium ship will just be torn to shreds.
That's great.
And I mean, the Imperium will officially declare war against the Midas Corps,
Mhm.
but like, it's not going to be like a thing where the Imperium is like, all right, send all of our soldiers there. We're just going to completely destroy them. It's like,
That's fine.
this is an official war, but like,
Oh, that's
we
perfect.
don't have the
then.
manpower to.
That's perfect then,
Yeah.
because then Midas will stay fine, and they'll have to try to unify their people, which means they'll have to start compromising with the revolutionaries because of fear of the Imperium. But the Imperium isn't going to do a whole lot. That's
And the
honestly,
people who are hunting us are all gonna be dead.
yeah. Honestly, that's the perfect plan.
Okay.
Is that not?
Yeah.
Can anybody think of something how this is actually really, really bad? I think this is great, but
But knowing me,
yeah, I don't know. I just looked into the future.
yeah,
mean,
I know.
You can't really lie to me,
I mean, I can't lie to you unless something drastic changes.
right?
In which case, I wouldn't be lying to
Something-
you. It's just
Yeah, but something drastic changes means the PCs.
yes.
Means we make a mistake or something like that. Not something we don't know about happens because we know
Most likely,
the
yeah.
future.
That's about how it works. Yeah.
Okay. About how
Most
it
likely
works.
nothing. That's exactly how it works. If he's used precognition, the only thing that should change the future is if we make a mistake or we act differently based upon
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
precog knowledge given, right? So like if a ship were to just drop out of hyperspace that we didn't know about, that shouldn't change what the future holds.
Right, because
Yeah.
the future is taking in the factors that we don't know of. Right? Are we all on the same page?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to clarify what everything.
Yeah,
is.
it's just a matter of, I mean, Evelyn, in this universe, like the precognition that Evelyn is doing is not perfect. Like you can
Right.
see what is the most likely series of events that are happening based on the current trajectory, but things can always change. But
Right.
especially because you can see 3 months into the future, this is pretty likely. You have a good precognition. You have a good grasp on this. But Evelyn is not perfect, and her
Heck, I have a
precognition abilities
great
are not perfect.
precognition.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you're
have
almost one of the
extremely
you're
good-
one of the best people in the sector with precognition.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, if you go with this current plan, then yes, that's what will happen.
Okay.
And I know that just from the faction turn. Like the Imperium doesn't have the resources to just suddenly just be like, all right, we're gonna fight Midas now, I guess.
Okay.
So.
All right. I like this. This is a good plan. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you? I mean, yeah. I guess he's like, are we invading Midas? And you said yes, Fergus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he questioned your mental capacities.
Yeah. Like at first I was like hunched over a little bit, like out of breath. I stand like completely straight and I glare at him. Are you questioning my orders, soldier?
No, sir. Of course not. And then
Be a little bit more gracious than this, just in case he decides to call it off because you said that.
I know you are capable of doing this. This is why you're my second in command.
Hmm.
he looks at you and he says, "I understand, sir. I will do the Imperium proud."
Viva la Imperium.
Yeah, I mean, you say whatever the actual Imperium thing is. Yeah.
There you go.
It's probably some phrase in Samoan
Yeah.
about like
Wakanda
wayfinding.
forever.
Yeah, I mean it's something like that. Let's see, Samoan phrase.
Oh man.
Oh gosh, this is a great phrase. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. All right, what you say, Fergus, is "Olegagana etasi elalava," which means one language is never enough.
Wow.
That's an actual Samoan phrase,
Dang.
but it's for that the Imperium. It means like
Conquer.
conquering.
Mm.
Yeah,
Dang.
I'm gonna write that down.
All
Yeah,
right.
cool.
Let's kill it.
So I think what we see is Till. You're scanning, like you're right in front of the ship now, and the alarm goes off. What do you do? Do you want to try to like scan the ship?
I'm gonna trace the. I'm gonna see if I can get into the alert system and do a stack trace on where that came from. I want to
Oh,
know
yeah,
where the
yeah.
alert originated.
Of course. Yeah,
Crap,
make
he
that
knows
program
it
roll.
so well. In fact, he's probably the only person on this planet who knows us enough to figure this out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you know.
And I know it came from that ship.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's
And you see Fergus's fingerprints all over it. You're just like, oh yeah, he did that one thing he always does here.
and he cannot help but leave an Easter egg in this.
Uh-huh.
And-
Exactly.
okay. I'm just gonna open a comms channel and patch it straight through into the main viewer.
Right into the ship.
I'm just like right on the
Oh
main
my
viewer
gosh.
cockpit, just like, yeah, nah.
You just say that?
I'm like, no, I'm not bothering even hailing them. I'm just gonna open the channel and it's gonna go through.
Right, okay. So I guess.
And that did not work.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh crap!
I mean, yeah,
Please
like-
don't say this ends badly for us.
Well, I mean, oh yeah, you know what happens? Till
Oh,
you
no.
set off the mainframe like security defenses. Where,
oh god.
like
Oh,
suddenly,
no.
suddenly the security system realizes that like a bunch of people are inside the ship who don't.
Alternate outcome. Alternate outcome. Alternate
Do
outcome.
alternate outcome for Till.
Alternate outcome.
I mean, I could
Alternate
also use
outcome.
my special. I could use my.
It's true. You have an expert reroll. You want to do that, Till?
I'll use my expert reroll.
Okay.
Oh, I have that too, don't I?
No,
Well,
you're a
that's
partial.
not much better.
Yeah. I mean, I
Is it
think.
good enough to beat it though? I
It-
mean,
Yeah. Well, I mean, what you do, I mean, Till, what it is you. It's good enough to actually do it, but you still set off the security alarm.
No. You should do it
I
the
mean,
other
it's
way
still
around.
this is literally the capital ship of the planet's fleet we're talking about.
Yeah, it's
here.
the other way
To be
around. It's
fair,
just fail.
I would have already rewired it to not attack us. Like
You
that's
didn't.
just ships. That's pirating 101. You're not gonna leave a ship open to attack you at
Do
any.
you want to make that program roll, Fergus?
Yeah, that's literally the first thing Fergus would have done.
Okay. Yeah. I believe you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
all
that
right,
happened.
he does not succeed then.
No. Yeah. So Till, you do patch in then.
What?
Nice.
With an 8? Come on, it's a
Hmm?
huge. Come on.
Well, I mean, Fergus has like taken down the defenses for the most part, right? Like
I mean, like
Yeah.
Fergus
the
messing with it
automated-
has.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fergus messing with it has opened up some channels that Till can
Yeah.
take access.
And
to.
honestly, I'd rather
Take
that Till
advantage of.
was able to talk to us face to face.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's going to
That would be
happen
great.
after this.
Exactly.
otherwise,
This
the
scene is
drone's
going to be
coming
great.
in. Have a strict
Yeah.
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 drone staring at you.
Yep.
And
Honestly,
it's
I feel
hard
like
to
this
take
is
the
going to
drone
be.
seriously because
Yeah.
he's a little distractible.
This scene, I feel like, is going to be really fun. Honestly, I feel like this scene is like the iconic scene here. Well, look
Yeah,
back
so
and be like,
Till's-
remember that
Till's
time? that you
very
were-
annoyed face comes on the
Till's
screen.
Disappointed face.
If this was a movie, it's just this huge,
Yup.
huge Till's face. He's just like,
Fergus.
I look to Evelyn and I look back to you.
Well, Fergus, you still look like the person,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
assume, right?
Yep. I look to Connor, and I look to him,
So
and I
you
just,
see an
like, I
Imperium
strike-
officer.
Yep. I just
that
deflate
looks
my power armor.
Uh-huh. What have you done?
Started a war.
I hope you have a very good reason for this.
Friend-
Evelyn, honestly,
Yeah.
I think Evelyn is honestly like guilty. Like
Right.
she feels like she's betrayed Till.
I mean, yeah.
Evelyn? Do you want to explain what you're doing on board an Imperial cruiser?
Or
Or
technically,
on board a Maiden cruiser?
yeah.
I'm abandoning you.
And it's like said as if Evelyn's realizing it, yeah.
Blunt as a brick. You know, I appreciate that from you, Evelyn.
She kind of she half smiles.
All the revolutionaries are just kind of like looking around like, what's happening right now?
Why? What's so important to you?
I think tears start to form in her eyes.
I
There's
know
one-
you don't do things without reason. What's so important to you?
There's one person who needs me more than you. And honestly,
Why can't we help you?
because you'll be better off without me. And Fergus is here because there's no way I could get him to leave.
Please tell me Jess.
Yeah. Right? You actually say that, Connor, right?
What?
You actually say that, right?
Oh yes, definitely yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Here's the thing though. Would Till mention the fact that okay, where's Odin?
I'm getting to that. I'm
Okay,
getting
all
to
right.
that. I know where I'm going with this.
Because that's gonna change everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I know
Uh-huh.
where I'm going with this.
Yes, I won't be alone anymore.
Evelyn, we're friends. We're a team.
One tear falls.
We'll work together. Let us help you. You don't have to do this on your own. Speaking of team, Everyone went dark. Ode, Ziva, Dylan, I can't get through to them either. Do you know where they are? Are they with you?
No.
Aren't they shopping?
Their comms are off.
And we see
Completely
we
dark.
see like 24 style, the screen split into two, and we see Dylan just like
Yep.
fighting a bunch of people.
Yeah.
You have sensors on that ship, right? Can you find them?
Fergus?
I mean, maybe. I can try.
They might be in trouble, and I'd like to help them too if we can.
Please and thank
Are you on the ship?
I'm on the Grace, yeah.
This is gonna happen at the same time then.
Ew.
All right, how do you pull
What
this
are we
off?
trying to do, Fergus?
Find Carly and David and Ziva.
How?
Using the
Space
ship's sensors.
technology.
Sensor sweep to
Hand
find
wavium.
sensor sweep to find sensor sweep
Uh-huh.
to find their
Probably the
to find the signals on their communications devices, because even if they're switched off, they're still going to have a they're still going to be they're still going to resonate with a certain RF. So
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think especially with the ship's sensors that you have
Right.
available to you, yeah,
That's,
that's
I
a
think,
very
why I
wide
couldn't
range.
find
Yeah.
that's why I couldn't find them. Is I
Yep,
don't
that
have
makes
the
sense.
range or power to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Fergus, I think you find them. They're in like some abandoned warehouse in the in a slum district.
Can I pinpoint their exact location?
Yes,
like
you
where
know
it's
you know
at?
the exact building.
Dylan's just
shoot
moving around.
What do you mean
I
you
would
shoot
rather
it?
Not.
I surgically shoot it to give them a way out.
You haven't lifted it off yet.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no way we're firing a
And
weapon
this is
on
also
this
like
ship.
several levels down in the cityscape. Like you would destroy
Oof.
buildings.
I mean, you gotta crack.
If you
No,
just want to
this
start
has to-
firing on the mighty populace, feel
This
free.
has to happen at the same time. We have to leave, and Till has to go pick them up with the Void's Grace, and then fly to the cruiser. Like that, I can't leave. I have to lead these people. I can't back out of this now, or else everything is going to fall apart. And Fergus can't because he's going to fly the ship with his brain.
There's literally we might not even have to do that anymore with all of your awesome roles of finding people who can pilot.
That's
And
true.
especially if we get Till on here as well.
Oh yeah, by the way, I think we've been seeing like in montage like throughout this whole conversation like space taxis of people just like pull up to the ship and just people like loading on. through,
I
service
see.
tunnels.
Yeah. For all of our people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I kind of look at Till and I'm like, they're here. Can you get to them?
I think so.
I turn my comm back on. Look, I need you. Actually, she probably destroyed her comm. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's not
Yep.
mine.
Probably went overboard. Yeah.
Yep.
Fergus, comm.
I gave it to you.
I need to know exactly, and she turns it on. I need to know exactly when they're safe, and if you need us. Because in all reality, I look behind. My loyalties lie with you guys first. And she turns around and looks at her people that she just like said that around, and she's like, and that should give you way more trust in me. Because my loyalties go to my lifelong friends first.
And Lois is just like standing there, and he's just like, I actually don't have any clue what's going on right now, so it doesn't make any sense to me.
He reminds me a bit of Lucy.
Well, she kind of says it in a way.
Messages.
What? Oh,
David says, "Check your messages."
David watching?
he
David.
says, "You mind if I jump on for the last hour?"
Oh,
yes,
heck yeah.
Yes, we need
Yeah.
you.
Of course.
But he can
so
not be
need you,
unconscious.
David.
That'll be fun, yeah. Okay, no, so what she kind of says is like the fact that I am so loyal to these people should give you more leadership in me. Should give you more trust in me. I guess is kind of what she tries to say to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I properly conveyed that or not, so I just wanted to specify.
Yeah, I mean, I think they get it. Like Electra like gets it, but like Lois is like
Okay.
completely.
Yeah, that's
He doesn't
fine.
know what's going on.
Lois is an idiot.
All he knows how to do is pilot a ship.
Yeah.
I'm going to recall the drone then and
Mhm.
grab what I can from the arsenal
Okay.
that would be good to give to Ode and company, and then
Gotcha.
I mean, there's not
swap
much in the way of
whatever's-
weapons. It's all you
Okay.
have is
Yeah, not anymore.
TL4
Well,
equipment.
then I will just loosen the bolts on the guns on my drone so that they can take them and use them,
Right. Sure.
or at least one of them for Ode and TL4.
Okay,
right?
that'll be really cool.
Like, get a sword for Dylan?
Yeah.
His out is
Yeah.
just like, oh, drone gun, pew pew.
So I will,
I mean, ideally we'd
Sword
get
on
our
it.
own weapons back,
Dylan.
but
right.
But yeah, just in case.
Or
yeah,
I figure you probably, if you're captured, you don't have them. You need something to get them back, right?
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Do I
So
need to
so
make
the
a fixed roll for that, or does that just work?
no, I think that's fine. You don't think you need to roll for
Okay.
that. So Till, you're just gonna send your drone to, or well, you're just gonna fly the Grace to the.
I'm gonna send the drone. The drone is quick, via as fast or the fastest route it can take there, and then
Sure.
I'm gonna take the Grace, and I'm gonna
Come
try to
find it.
drop in where as close to it as possible.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think the shot we get before we go to break, right, is the Grace lifting off as the dramatic music plays, and we get the split
Nice.
screens of all of the different people doing
Yep,
their things,
yep.
right?
And then
Yeah.
and then because David's gonna be here, the last shot we get is then it just all the other screens fade away and then O just opens his eyes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's so good. Ah,
All right.
yes.
We'll be back with more Elysian Road right after this. Stick around.